Hello, and welcome to my first ever video where I'll be doing VOD reviews of my Valorant gameplay. In this match here, I am playing the Agent Gecko on the map Sunset, and during this video, I was Ascendant 2 with the goal of reaching Immortal. Even though the gap between Ascendant 2 and Immortal, doesn't seem that big, at least for me, it has been. I have been stuck in Ascendant 2 for about 2 years now. Although I would say that I haven't really been grinding the game due to, other obligations like school. However, I thought to myself that if I am, truly serious about reaching Immortal, I need to start, watching my own gameplay and figuring out what, needs improvement and what I gotta work on for my own gameplay. And since I've never really done a VOD review before, I'm not too sure if I'm gonna be even doing it correctly, which is kind of another reason for making these videos. So not only do I want to document my journey and give perspective into a mind of, I would say, a decent Valorant player, I also want the people like you guys watching to hold me accountable in the comments by calling out any additional mistakes you think I've made. And feel free to go nuts and call out anything you think is incorrect, because I will take it as constructive criticism. And if I disagree, I will let you know that I disagree and explain why. But yeah, so without further ado, please enjoy as I begin my journey to reach Immortal.
Kingdom bleeds our planet once again.
Alexa, room 2.
Reloading.
Yo, hello.
Hello.
What's up?
Smoke sight. They're coming. They're in elbow already. They have sight.
Right there.
So following that unsuccessful spam attempt through the smoke, I decide to play with Reyna, who is alone in CT. I noticed I still have a flash, so we could definitely use our util together here and push out of the CT smoke.
Spike planted.
I can flash out this Reyna.
I'm nading shit.
Someone's there.
So immediately after my flash went off, I ran out with it, was able to get a kill before getting killed by the Gecko, who was fully blinded, by the way. But luckily Reyna gets to trade it out and my team is able to win the 1v4.
One enemy remaining.
Man, nice trade. Where's my deagle?
So I went ahead and purchased an Outlaw to hold mid here. I feel like Outlaw is sometimes a great gun for second round due to its ability to let you hold aggressive angles without really needing to push. So in this example here, if I were to get swung by multiple people, I could simply just move to the left and get out of harm's way. In the scenario that the enemy does hit like an insane shot on me, my gun would be dropped in a location quite difficult for them to achieve as well. So my team would still have a good chance of winning the round, even though they're down a man, because we still have the better guns.
Right there. Spike down mid.
Luckily, only one person swung, and it was Gecko with the bomb, so I have no idea why he did that. And with the smoke now mid, there's no point in me playing here anymore, and I noticed that Reyna left A, so I decided to rotate and pick that up.
Reloading.
One enemy remaining. Spike down mid.
Nice one.
Flawless.
Knowing we now have an Outlaw, the enemy is pretty unlikely to peek mid without a smoke anymore, so they're most likely gonna directly hit a site. So with my options, I decide to pick A and hold it with my Outlaw.
Can you smoke B?
Unfortunately, they are B.
A wall is spammable.
Oh, I need a smoke.
Yeah, it's right there.
So I ran immediately in to rotate right when we heard that it was B, and unfortunately retaking with the outlaw is quite difficult. I really can't do much other than hope that the enemy overpeaks and I can get a kill that way. I really can't push out of a smoke with an outlaw with Reyna.
Spike planted.
You know what's funny? I couldn't find the thing on the map.
Dizzy's up top. Get him, wingman. Mosh pit. I shot my wingman.
So rewatching this clip back, I noticed I didn't even clear backside here, which is definitely a mistake. Luckily, no one's there to kill me. But I was about to swing out of the smoke, but then I realized that A main isn't smoked yet, and Clove stopped, so I thought she was gonna stop and smoke it. But unfortunately, that is not what she did.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Yeah, so just a lack of communication on both our ends there. I should have maybe asked for a smoke, and she could have told me that she was just gonna push out, because I was not ready for her to swing out, and even when she did swing out, she immediately died. So I didn't have much time to swing and, you know, trade her. But as you can see from the positioning of the Cypher and Omen, I probably would have died to the Omen swinging out of that smoke.
Hey, man.
You want to play? Let's play.
At this point, I noticed that everyone has already rotated to A. Reyna is right behind me, and they haven't committed yet, so I decided to turn back and pick up mid.
Drop in a smoke.
They found my trap.
Peace. Thrash is ready.
Not sure why exactly she came with me mid, but luckily I'm able to trade out the kill, and now knowing that they have all of mid space, I have to be careful in clearing everything.
Sounds like they're backing up. I'm just gonna rotate through spawn. Chamber could be op in mid.
Yeah, they could be up on A. Careful spawn.
Back like I never left.
Silas. Looks like they're on mid.
Cool.
Enemy mid.
Last player standing. 30 seconds left.
Back to me.
Spike planted.
Go get him, buddy. I'm good for 3. Dizzy's up. Dizzy has targets.
So even though I ended up making it kind of interesting, I still ended up losing a round. Even looking back on it, I don't know what the right play should have been. Like, should I have chased Gecko after concussing it with Wingman and not have, you know, been cute by throwing the flash out the window? I'm sure the Raze, who was CT, probably was holding that angle anyway, so even if I did swing out, Raze probably would have killed me, given that I was 1 HP. But with me going slow, it did give Raze the opportunity to wrap around CT, which I was not expecting at all.
Spike planted.
Mid. Wait, this one's
I
it.
know exactly where you are.
Where smokes?
No peeking.
Last player standing.
Dude,
As you can see, nothing really happened this round. I didn't do anything, and my team unfortunately lost. But one thing I guess wanted to keep note of was I died to the Cypher mid, and this is, you know, I kind of had a feeling that Cypher was lurking. or likes to lurk, but this just kind of confirmed it for me. So I'm gonna keep that in mind, and it will come in use in future rounds.
One banda.
Oh yeah! Monster on the loose! Mosh!
We've Gecko for retake.
Yeah. Come here, Bella.
Right there.
Oh, mistake. So obviously I, decided to reload at a pretty bad time as Chamber peeked out. And if I was not reloading at the time, I probably would have been able to kill him right there. But luckily he doesn't kill me, and I still have my ult to help retake with my team for this round. So fucking I'm ulting. In the smoke, in the smoke.
Fresh hit him!
Spike planted.
Up and away! Somebody's
Generator.
Oh,
One
top, top.
enemy
Nice.
remaining.
Last guy likes to lurk.
Last player standing.
Main. I don't think he's wide. Nice job.
Yeah, I mean, Chamber has balls of steel for sticking that and winning us the round, so props to him.
We don't fake on this side.
Spike planted.
Cancelled ult.
So like I mentioned previously, I did notice that Cypher really likes to lurk, so even though I already got the kill on Chamber mid, I kind of was expecting another one. And luckily my read was right, and I was able to even it out to a 3v3 now.
Nice, good.
Back like I never left.
Wait, just like close this.
One stairs, both.
One enemy remaining.
Ah, good round.
Nice job, guys.
Wingman's defusing.
Clearly, I wasn't much help in the retake efforts, but I guess wanted to take a moment to kind of talk about my thought process here. I do think I made the mistake of going market with Clove, because my logic was she was ulted, so she clearly had to fight and swing, so I would pair it with her and just throw the flash for Reyna, but unfortunately I did not communicate with Reyna that I was leaving her, so she might have thought I was with her as she pushed out CT, and in the unfortunate situation that if she did get killed, she would have expected me to trade her out, but I was not there with her. But obviously that we don't need to think about that. But just trying to, I guess, improve my gameplay. I think I should have just stuck with Reyna in that moment because I was already with her. There was no need for me to, make the long trip of going all the way out to market. Because I feel like more likely than not, this play would have turned out to be a pretty bad decision because I was pretty far from the Clove anyway, so she probably would have died. I wouldn't have been able to trade her, and if Reyna also died, it would have just been a 1v2 instead of me just sticking with Reyna and maybe trading her out.
Mosh pit!
Stopping now.
Up you go!
Early flash just to get info if anyone's close, and since the flash didn't pop, we can be certain that no one's there and just have to worry about elbow now.
Can you smoke?
That's spike, Wings.
Wait, there's a gap on the side.
Spike's dip. I got you. Right
Say
there.
it.
Sorry.
No peeking.
I went main 5.
Cypher's hit.
Low.
50-50.
Last
Pushing this was definitely a mistake, especially since I had Wingman ready. If I just played back, I could have sent Wingman and could have swung off of it, or just played sight with my Reyna, who is currently stuck backside. So yeah, definitely a mistake. Unfortunate that I got lagged as well, but still, this was avoidable if I just didn't swing out.
player standing.
Can we smoke A link as well, please?
Right there.
Cut
Up the way. Wingman's gonna plant spike. Blow him up, Mosh.
Reloading.
There's my buddy.
Left side.
You did good.
Right side. So, you know, picking up the flash here definitely was a mistake, especially since Raze is now concerned about the player that's stuck on the right here. So if anyone were to swing on the left, I would just be an easy kill for them. Right side, wing.
Satchel out.
I'll take it. Nice.
Both lane.
Was able to pick up 2 nice kills there on the chamber and the omen, and after the flash got no one and my team calming that both of them were pushing Reyna, I decided to turn around and send my wingman to help out Reyna.
Get him, wingman. My wingman's down.
Raze is out.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Fine for you.
Just jiggle him, anyone.
Yeah, very well played by Arena here to secure us the round. And yeah, the Raze just hit an insane shot on me.
You want to play? Let's play.
Fire in the hole.
So being in the position that I'm in, if I were to run backwards, I would be a dead man. Like the Raze would for sure see me and fire his ult towards me. So the only chance I have of living would be to run up and tuck behind the box in front of me right here and hope that the Raze goes straight up, you know, and then doesn't see me initially and fires it back towards my teammates. Because if she were to like saturate to the side, I would also be dead right away. But you know, that's the only chance I have of surviving, right? Like just running up, tucking behind the box and hoping that she just goes up and doesn't see me.
Yeah, cool.
All you, little homie.
Two here.
Come in.
Luckily, that's exactly what ends up happening, and I try to capitalize it by Gecko ulting, but noticing Chamber shot it with his ult and also some other gunshot bullets, and with our Chamber also pushed up A, you know, it was a no-brainer to just back off and rotate to A.
Come in.
I'm leaving, yeah. Alright, go, there's one. Clear music.
That goes.
Just like clear. Or do
Too many house.
Plant the spike, wing.
Now, I still don't know what I should have done exactly in this situation. Should I have stayed and fought the Gecko, who was tiles with my team? But since I had bomb and we kind of cleared all of A, I thought it was best to just get bomb down as soon as possible, which is why I just did run site. But, you know, if I knew that my teammates were going to stay and fight, which I probably should have expected that, it might have made more sense just to stay and, you know, kill the Gecko or trade him out at least. But yeah, I think that was a mistake on my end for running to site here.
Spike's ticking. Thanks a
Your
lot.
core was one HP.
Where you are.
You do have ult though.
Yeah, you want to just fight him and then you can just ult after.
No,
I think they're both, yeah, they're both here.
Saw you, Mosh.
Saw him.
Last player standing.
Dizzy's up.
Never
Someone's
left.
there.
Left and right.
One enemy remaining.
Right side. Nice job.
Despite the mistake, still a great round at the end of the day. Had good communication with Clove and we were able to, you know, win the 2v2. Would have preferred, obviously, nicer, cleaner shots at the end with headshots, but we'll take it. So at the start of the round, we noticed that the enemy Raze has her ult, and as we have seen from previous clips, she plays B and likes to ult, you know, right away if she hears anyone. So not trying to give her any free kills that way, which is why we end up going A here. And since I am one off of ult, the goal or the objective is to get my orb, get ult, and then Raze will follow it in with her rocket as well.
Bomb buddy out.
Alright, so thank God the Reyna killed that Omen there, because, you know, if Omen was to kill the Reyna, he most likely would have killed me as well, since I did not have my gun out. So yeah, really got really lucky there. And in this moment, since Raze already had popped her ult, there probably isn't a reason for me to grab ult orb here, as I also have the bomb. So once I plant, I'll get orb that way. So I think in this situation, it probably would have made more sense for me to just, you know, help my team execute, use my flash, and just help clear sight with them. But yeah, just wasn't thinking that fast in the moment. You know, wasn't expecting our Raze to ult that quick, but you know, it happened, and yeah, luckily things still turned out positively for us.
Rash is ready.
Nice. Flanking.
Just plant.
Wingman's gonna plant spike.
We have 3v5. They raise a little.
Saw you, Mosh. Back to me.
I'm ulting spawn.
Saw you, little homie.
I know exactly where you are.
All three. I got two of them. They're gonna.
You don't gotta run them.
No, wait. Yeah, one of them is still there. Nice.
They got the tank.
One
80
enemy
raise.
remaining.
Last guy said 80.
Up you go. Someone's there.
He's there.
Here's all.
Get him, wingman.
I think he ran spawn. Never mind.
Follow me.
Can you bait? Nice. Good shit, guys.
GG.
Attackers win.
Yeah.
Alright, so just some closing thoughts. Overall, a really solid game. Everyone on my team communicated pretty effectively, which is really nice, and honestly still kind of rare in high elo, which, you know, is sad, but definitely made a few mistakes here and there, but also had a lot of good reads and good decision makings that ended up winning us some rounds and obviously overall the game. And you know, sucks that the enemy race stole the match MVP from me. But you know, if I did play a little cleaner, you know, had less mistakes, I have no doubt that I'll be at the top of the scoreboards in future games. So overall, yeah, really solid game. And if you watched this long, thank you so much for staying, and I really hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, you know, please consider subscribing and dropping a like on the video. Also, I do stream over on my Twitch. I try to stream daily from 7 to 9 p.m. So if you like the content and like my gameplay, please also consider, I guess, dropping a follow on Twitch as well. And yeah, hope to see you back here again for my next VOD review. Thank you.